Hello there, chat. How's everybody doing? Hello there, Liza. Shadowtail. How's everybody doing? Alrighty, let's see here. Okie dokie. Good luck to you. Alright. Twitch says we're running excellently. The Streamlabs is saying we're running optimally. The chat is scrolling and the game is running. So I think we are good to go. So, without any further ado, hello there, Tyronius. Let's get this party started by saying, greetings and salutations to you. My name is Featherhoof, and welcome back to another live stream of the Final Fantasy XIV Patch 6.2. We finished the new main story quest, and last time we got that all caught up and done with. So today we are going to be focusing on Pandemonium and Tataru's Grand Endeavor, I think it's called. That's the plan for today. And for those who are wondering, I will be doing on the Sanctuary, but I'm going to be doing that tomorrow. I'm going to save like a whole stream just to that. So that's what we're going to do. So for now, let's go ahead and get the the other stuff out of the way. First, we need to. I mean, it wouldn't be a proper Final Fantasy XIV live stream if we didn't do the first thing first, which is gambling. Let's see. That way. Actually, I never did check. Do they have anything new? No. Oh, I saw that. Yeah. Alright. Oh. I've already done those. Oh, that's right. I did them after the stream last night, but after the stream was already freaking after 11 o'clock, so it counted as today. Damn it. Let's go there. Huh. So I guess I cannot start off with gambling. So moving on. Well, fine. We're going to start with gambling, then we'll start with seeing how the other people are doing. After my birthday last week, that my grandmother passed away 6 weeks after. Oof, I'm sincerely sorry to hear that, Shadowtail. My condolences, Bob. Oh yeah, did I do them after the stream as well? Oh yeah, I did. I'm an idiot. I've already done all my dailies after the daily reset happened. Alright. Oh, they're actually inside this building, not down below. Okay. Here we go. Whoa! Hi! Is the unwelcome visitor Shuma Gorath? It's one big eyeball. Warren! I've made a breakthrough, and after uncountable days and nights, I finally hearkened to the crystal's whisper, and I must say...
Professor Claudian, where are your manners? While I understand all too well your enthusiasm, I must remind you that even the most academically inclined prefer a composed recounting of events.
Ah, yes, of course. My apologies, Warren. Being consumed by my research for so long, I am afraid I have quite forgotten how to engage in civilized conversation. In that case, perhaps we should start from the beginning. With the crystal set adrift upon the ethereal tides, containing the memories of a party yet unknown, they cried out for deliverance from Pandemonium, where the ancients kept volatile creatures under lock and key. You yourself witnessed the power devouring the facility from within, and the advent of a divine monstrosity wrought of mythic beast and powerful mage. Fortunately, your martial prowess and the combined magical talents of your companion Themis and Erichthonius was sufficient to restore order to the circles of Asphodelis, but the greater threat remains. In the depths of Pandemonium, a presence yet stirs, its intentions and identity shrouded in mystery. That is the issue at hand, is it not?
Yeah.
Since you returned to us, we worked tirelessly to discern the nature of the crystal. In the process, I detected an anomalous etheric signature, which I believe arose from the memories stored within. Analysis of the spell suggests a feeling of loss or yearning, specifically the yearning to be made whole. And indeed, ambient readings have revealed a faint but identical signature. This can only mean that another such crystal exists in our time. So, my friend, I must depart to search for it forthwith. By tracing the matching ethereal signature to its source, I believe it will be a simple matter to find our crystal's twin. Professor, will this expedition be carried out only by us, or will Warren grace us with his protection? I'm afraid he has more pressing matters to attend to, my dear Rithalon. Namely, to seek out the secrets which lie nestled within Pandemonium, where this all began. From all that we have heard, it appears that the time traversal from the Crystal Tower is not fluid. That is to say, one can but travel in predetermined intervals. It would be prudent to check in on occasion, in case there are any unanticipated changes.
Hello there, Warby.
I don't know who you're talking to. I mean, there's no pony here, but I'm doing fine. As for you, my loyal assistants, I would ask that you remain here and continue cataloging the ancient creations. You can't mean... Do you intend to search for the crystal on your own? Why, yes! That would be the most efficient use of resources, would it not? In fact, I have already commissioned a ship and pilot for that very purpose. I trust you to take good care of the laboratory in my absence. I apologize for that somewhat abrupt departure. When progress is in sight, Professor Claudian tends to become blind to all else.
Indeed, and he has been worse than usual. While I cannot fault him for his excitement, I do wish he would spare thought for those around him. For reasons unknown, the crystal seems loath to be overheard. Much as it spoke only to you last time, none but the Professor has been able to capture its ethereal yearning, which has served only to convince him that he can solve the puzzles on his own. Surely after some time alone he'll come to remember how valuable we are. The search for this crystal seemed to be a simple enough matter. Let him have his adventure, and upon his return I'm certain he'll be back to his usual self. These are all... You're flagging your friend there, but y'all, you do realize that. When you say that, stuff like that, you're at least putting him in danger saying shit like this. As for you, Warren, it may be best to return to Pandemonium, as Professor Claudia suggested. Speaking of which, I did have a request of my own to make. Traveling to Pandemonium requires you to pass through Elpis, correct? There is something I would have you investigate in my stead. While those creations confined within Pandemonium are considered to be failures, I doubt that's their whole story. Barring exceptional cases, they must have been under observation in Elpis before being consigned to their shackles. And if we know anything about the Ancients, it's that they would have kept thorough records of the results.
Ah, brilliant. Delving into these records should shed some light on creatures Warren has yet to encounter. If your theory proves correct, that is.
While there are no guarantees, it certainly beats the current strategy of rushing forward blindly with only his strength to carry the day. For your own sake, as well as ours, please, unearth what information you can.
Nope, not gonna do it. I just want to cause Stabby death. Stabby death must happen. I'm looking for research and, you know, knowledge and important shit that'll only slow down the cause of Stabby death. Yep. Wow, I keep forgetting I still haven't done all the side quests in Endwalker yet. There's still so many left to do. God damn. Been taking my sweet old time with this expansion. Hello! Ah, I did not expect to meet you here, of all places. You seek records of Pandemonium's creations. Master Themis has just finished perusing the very same. I should not be surprised that we both arrived at the same conclusion. Luckily, I have saved you the trouble of gleaned what information I could. Ah, so you know each other. I was dreading having to once again scour the archives, but perhaps instead I'll rest for a spell. If there's anything else, I shall take my leave. As should we. For I have undone the warding sigil blocking the entrance to Abyssos. I came here merely to chase an idle suspicion while waiting your return. Fortunately, while Pandemonium's protective walls continue to be assailed by our own unknown foe, there have been no fluctuations so great as to make me doubt Ericthonius's capacity to keep watch over Asphodelis while I'm away. He works diligently to master interment, that he might deliver the creations back to their cages by his own hand. I thought it best to give him time to hone his craft. And since fate has brought us both here, I would ask you to accompany me while I attend to another matter. More idle suspicions that I would like to chase down. Rest assured, it shall not take long. I simply have a few questions to ask an acquaintance of mine. Come, he has agreed to meet us near the to Pandemonium. So how's everybody out there today? What's everybody been up to? How's everybody's days been? Where are we going? Way over there. Nah. Relaxing's always fun. Look at the mini map. It looks like I'm about to. It looks like I'm about to enter a butt. It's going up the butt cheeks. Got inner, so we'll try out fire character generator and also drum results of me. Sounds like fun. Put the shirt out of my glove because I passed a take torch over my knuckle. That sounds not less than fun. Why would what? Don't burn yourself, you fool! As I have pondered our expedition into Pandemonium, I could not help but be mystified by how strongly the warders we encountered felt for Lahabrea, whether it be for good or ill. Hesperos and Erechthonius were two sides of the same coin. The former looked to his mentor with absolute devotion, while the latter looks to his father with bald hatred. Boiling ocean of pure electricity that's meant to melt steel at over 2,500 degrees. Nothing serious? Oh my god! Yeah, nothing serious at all. Yeah. I would not expect a familiar such as yourself to understand this, but such extreme emotions toward a single individual are quite rare indeed. Naturally, I feel gratitude toward my mother and father, yet we are all equals in the larger picture of the star. This view is not unique to myself. It is more or less accepted as the way of things. By contrast, the researchers of Pandemonium seem to view Lahabrea with a feeling approaching obsession. Whether driven by love or hate, they have all been drawn to him. There are many other aspects of the facility's particulars I found troubling besides. I decided the best course of action would be to go straight to the source and pose my questions to a member of the Words of Lahabrea. Hi, I'm a member of the Words of Lahabrea. My apologies to have kept you waiting, Master Themis. I understand you are conducting an investigation of Pandemonium, and wish to know of its origins. Indeed. In particular, I wish to know why exactly Pandemonium was built directly under Elpis. The facility is overseen by the Words of Lahabrea, after all. Why keep it so close to Elpis, whose governing body has no say in its day-to-day operations? At first I thought it to be a simple matter of convenience. Those creations, which were deemed failures by the researchers of Elpis, could be easily ushered into their new homes. Imagine my surprise when a trip to the archives revealed that many of the creatures were sent from organizations beyond Elpis, including from the Words of Lahabrea themselves. Given this, albeit limited information, I cannot but feel that the Academia Anita would have been more fitting locale. What does Elpis have that cannot be found there? These are fitting questions, and ones we have asked ourselves many times in recent years. Alas, the nature of Pandemonium's construction does not lend itself to relocation. When first it was built, circumstances weren't as they are now. As you surmise, the majority of the creations kept within Pandemonium were sent from Elpis. Yet as the years passed, interests changed. Failures and creations deemed too flawed even to submit to Elpis paradoxically drew the attention of Pandemonium's researchers. That is quite the change. And, in fact, it almost runs counter to the facility's original purpose. Who is it that decides which creations will be subject to research? Master Lahabrea, which such authority is reserved for the chief keyword, and he has taken it upon himself to step into that role. So if Pandemonium's resources were being misused, it would be under Lahabrea's authority, correct? Ooh, that's a scowl face. I know not what you're suggesting, but the keywords also hold some sway within the facility. Not even Master Lahabrea would be free from their scrutiny. They are duty-bound to report any irregularities as soon as possible. Although I admit as of late that communication has been somewhat sporadic, we but recently received a report from one of the keywords stating that all is well within Pandemonium's halls. Really? And you are certain that a keyword sent it? Yes, of course. Our communications suffered a temporary obstruction, but I can assure you that the words did their due diligence in confirming the identity of the sender. Thank you. This information will be helpful to my investigation. That will be all for my prime. Then I shall take my leave. While you are yet permitted to conduct your investigation freely, I must remind you that the warder's work is delicate, and it would be remiss to disturb them for longer than is necessary.
Hello there, Morgan.
Assistant qualifying with engine blammo in first round. Dealing with a driver's wife's rage, which is worse than a Scourge dragon. I've given up on for quick duties. Oof. Sounds harsh, Warby. You alright there, Bo? All is well. Blatant lie. To that we can both attest. One of the remaining keywords is most certainly in league with the party behind this. Let us hurry. I know not why our adversary sent that report, but 'tis plain that we must return to Pandemonium with haste. I cannot guess as to why this false report has arisen now, but it certainly bodes ill, as does the knowledge that our mysterious mastermind has at least one more keyword to puppet. Regardless, they have tipped their hand, and we would be remiss to leave Erechthonius at the mercy of their machinations. Let us hope no harm has befallen him. Oh shit, he's going Ultra Instinct! Yeah, someone's getting better at it. Not quite. I've traced these sigils countless times, yet still I lack the strength to maintain the spell. And now time works against me. I can no longer be victim to my own ineptitude. But who goes there?
I'm an eyeball. There is something to be admired in such single-minded effort, even if your methods leave much to be desired. You allowed this familiar to catch you unawares. Have you set your sights so high as to forget you walk upon the earth?
I know this creature. A familiar of the Phoenix. Or the Phoenix. That monster is locked away.
That it is. In spite of the trouble I went to in freeing it, I might add. Begrudge me for addressing you in this ill-fitting form if you must, but with the control of Asphodelis wrested from my grasp, 'tis simply the best I can offer you.
Hide if you will, but mark my words. I will find you and make you pay for the chaos you've sown.
Now, there is no need for such hostility. A calm heart stays the course. The wisdom of Lahabrea, your father.
And how would you know what wisdom he speaks? I have heard those words many times. The scolding of a tutor whose students struggle to grasp the most rudimentary lessons, seething with disgust. No. I've not told that to anyone, not even keyword Hesperos. It can only mean one thing. Yet still you insist on mocking me! Stop this farce, Lahabrea!
At last, you moved to keep up. Pity that you remain behind, nevertheless. Uh-oh!
What?
As ever you are, always you fail to learn, fail to understand, fail to act. And though fate deigns to offer an escape, you remain here. You are bereft of magical prowess and common sense both. But you need not despair. Dull though you may be, you are yet indispensable to Pandemonium's great experiment.
There's the affection I remember. Tell me, did I ever once measure up to your expectations?
You shall. Take pride in that, and rejoice to see your wish fulfilled.
What? What wish?
Come, and all shall be revealed. All this rage, this hatred, it is but a consequence of ignorance. Our desires align more than you know.
What are you?
An invited guest join our reunion. It seems fortunate... Wait. It seems fortune no longer favors you. Hey there, Alyssa. How you doing?
Do you think I have any interest in listening to your prattle, let alone bowing to your will? I am no longer a child, and my faith lies with those who have earned it.
So these are the heroes who brought Hesperos low, even as power divine flowed through his veins. 'Tis plain there are worthier subjects to contend with.
Okay, so Lahabrea, not necessarily showing his face per se, but does show that his involvement is there. Lahabrea was a dumbass even in the past. Thank you. If you had shown up even a moment later, I shudder to think what would have become of me. There's something I must tell you. I know who's behind this. There is but one person who can hold thrall over familiar creation and keyword alike. That box, right up there. And so there could be one conclusion. Lahabrea was the driving force behind the chaos from the start. There is logic to that. There are few with the wherewithal to even consider experimentation on such a scale, let alone the capacity to create demigods from man and beast, with the rest of us none the wiser. Considering the magnitude of his work with the convocation and the words, his relatively minor role as chief keyword comes under little scrutiny, even as it provides him the authority to wield dangerous magics. May he serve as veil and mantle both. Still, I find the notion hard to accept. The misdeeds perpetrated here could not have been done by the Lahabrea I know. You have met him, yes? Do you think he is capable of this? I do recall words like, I've done only what is necessary for the revival of my god and shit like that. So I mean, Lahabrea is far more capable of far more than you know. Is he? So you believe Lahabrea to be a man of few scruples, if it brings his goals closer in reach? That alone should be enough. But let me assure you, Lahabrea holds nothing so dear as his own ambition. While he may not be one to let emotion stand in the way of his mission, I cannot believe there are no depths to which he would not stoop. Although we met but briefly, the impression he left on me stands in stark contrast to your evaluation. Though his methods are ever unorthodox, they seemed guided by a firm understanding of what is just. There's one way to find out for certain. We delve deeper into Pandemonium and pull back the curtain on this whole mystery ourselves. A wise course. I would not deny the truth if I saw it with my own eyes. Even if it was damn it. Even if it was discomforting? Discomforting. Okay. Even if it is discomforting to behold. Then we must move forward with no excess of caution. Lahabrea, or whoever is behind this, has likely spread their tentacles into every corner of Pandemonium. We can safely assume that other keywords won't greet us with open arms. Agreed. Let us make our way through Abyssos, one careful step at a time. I shall stay with Erichthonius' side. I shall stay by Erichthonius' side, in case our enemies think to target him again. Can I trouble you to take the vanguard? You don't need to sneak in, Ellie. It's all cool. You just curl your ass up on it. It's all fine. Thank you. As a precaution, I shall safeguard you with a simple spell. This will ensure that even should we become separated, my phantom warriors will still come to your aid. If it does come to battle, the keyword's magics will put us at a disadvantage once again. Luckily, we have you to even the scale somewhat. I trust you shall be liberal with your weight. Hell yeah. Abyssos, the fifth circle, now accessible. We're just getting right to it, aren't we? Boingy, 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 boingy. The fifth circle. What will we fight today? What 4 new bad guys? Well, oh my god, 20 minutes. Okay. Man, I'm not gonna wait that long. Might as well go fake grinding while I'm here. Well, you know, while I'm waiting. How much fun? Only one fate's going on right now, and it's all the way up there? Jesus. Fatty! I loves my fatty. My nose is bothering me again. I hate that. I don't like that. Homie, don't play that. We're quite the pair today tonight, aren't we, Liz? You can't spell, I can't read. Oh, there we go. 20 minutes my ass. Come on, healer. Let's go. There we go. Ooh. Proto Carbuncle. Well, looks like they went through a couple of versions of Carbuncle before they got to the cute little diminutive guy we know. Holy shit. Whoa. Carbuncle was ripped in the past. Where'd you go? Searing Ray. Okay, what's everybody doing? Okay, everyone's going back here. Okay. Okay, got it. Ow. Two halves. Okay, what's happening two halves? Everyone's hanging out over here. Okay. Alright, I can do this. I'm sure there's still more, mechanics to be seen. This isn't too bad. Well, hello, pods of evil. Well, let's move away from that. What did that do? What did that... What? Oh, hell. Oh, we're supposed to remember where they were! Oh, fuck me. Okay. I see. So that's what I'm assuming here. Okay. Uh-oh. It's my own. It's roid raging. It's roid raging. Uh-oh. The voids have given it acidic sweat. Oh! Great! Hom nom 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 nom. Okay. Maybe I was wrong about that whole bit about because that went up before they went down, so I guess it's a matter of just seeing them and getting to a spot where you can't be hurt by them. Whoa! What's going on? Ow! Oh, shit. My strength power will lapse. What? People are running over here. Wow. Oh, those are growing! Okay, I see. That's why people are running. What is... What's that line? What's that? Munchies. Oh, what? Okay, alright. It looks like he's got... Okay, I see. Got it. Oh, God! Center. Okay. Not too hard to discern. Alright, I can do this. I can do it! I can do it, I can do it. I can do it, I can do it, I can do it. I can do it, I can do it, I can do it. I can do it, I can do it. Wherever to go. Oh, shit. Okay. Oh, goody. Yeah, I'll stay on this side, thank you. Oh, shit. I dragooned. Damn it. Wasn't paying attention and went right into that fucking moron. Ah, hell. Owie. It's gonna hurt real bad, real bad. Will you hurry up and be dead, Carbuncle? Bye! Yeah, I think I can see why this was deemed a failure. I do like the smaller diminutive version better. We kicked its ass!
Kicked its ass, we just kicked it. We kicked its fucking ass.
I know I can only get one per week. Let's see if we can get them. Nope. Maybe. Probably not. Ah! Okay. Well. I got the legs, I got the legs, I got the legs, I got the legs.
I received a commendation.
So, this is where research is conducted on creations imbued with poisons and venoms. Ericthonius and I were conveyed not far from here. It seems our foe is finding it more difficult to surprise us. Fortunately for you, since they appear particularly keen to see you dispatched as quickly as possible. Even alone, you are a force to be reckoned with. Part of me is glad you emerged victorious, that I might observe you further. Jumpy, Ericthonius? Were the circumstances different, I might thank you for keeping my son alive for this long. But I believe we can forego introductions. Unless I have misread you.
Lahabrea!
Or no, you're not with Thankers, you're just Lahabrea. I'm all too familiar, Paragon. A charming appellation, but I'm afraid I hold no such position. No, I am Lahabrea of the Convocation of 14. If you truly are who you claim to be, then answer this question. That can wait. What is this? Now this is curious. The trap I wove at your feet reacts to ether, but you remain unaffected. Such thin ether, in an unfamiliar composition besides. It is of no matter. It is of no matter, I suppose. A more direct approach will beget the same results. I would advise you to think carefully before deciding your next action. Strike me down here, and Ericthonius' wish shall remain unfulfilled. Never again shall he meet Athena. Mother? You would dare hide behind her name! Listen well, Ericthonius. We are of the same mind concerning your mother. You have your allies for protection, so what harm is there in hearing me out? Ericthonius, wait! There is a question I must needs ask first. If you truly are Lahabrea, why speak such blatant lies? Bitter in defeat, are we? Say my name. A simple request. Themis, was it? A trifle soon forgotten, as are you. Wait, a trifle soon forgotten, as are you. I have my answer. No, Tyronius. This is, in the distant past. Before, back when, the planet was whole. The Lahabrea that I knew took pride in the Convocation and would never suffer its denigration. You sully his station with this farce! Themis, what are you saying? Lahabrea and I hardly saw eye to eye. but I know his voice when I hear it.
Indeed. He makes a passing fine imitation in appearance and manner. However, the real Lahabrea would never call me by the name Themis. Fireball! Oh, hi!
What trouble have you gotten yourself into, Elidibus?
We knew it! We knew it was fucking Elidibus.
Imposter. You have no right to claim that form, that mask.
Well, hello! You look like a caveman.
What? Who?
Why do you have no eyebrows? Why do you have no eyebrows?
It was a mask that sickened me to wear. The mask of Lahabrea, a man who values his position above all, who would murder his own wife in pursuit of duty. Yet you would assume my name and wield powers that are mine by right. Any worth you may have hinges on that which you so despise. Such trite provocations. I will not be goaded into finishing this ere my work is done. Erechthonius, listen well. I am Hephaestus. I am Hephaestus. Then it is I whom you should call father.
Yeah? Well, I mean, share hair color, maybe, but, yeah?
What in the name of creation? We would do well not to stand idly while our enemy is about. I believe an explanation is in order, Elidibus. Let us return to safety so you may provide it.
Ah, that sounds more like the Lahabrea I know. Before we depart, however, I must offer you an apology. As Lahabrea said, I am Elidibus, one of the Convocation and emissary of their will. For reasons which do not involve you, it was necessary to hide my identity while investigating this place. Still, that hardly excuses my deception. Trust us, dude. We had a gut feeling. I had a feeling. Your perceptiveness does not surprise me. When the time comes, it shall make my explanation all the easier to understand. In any case, we have pressing matters to attend to. Let us do as Lahabrea suggested return to the gates. We can speak there. Okie dokie. Please, help him. Save him.
Nope, I didn't hear the word stabbity death. Not interested.
As you are aware of by now, I am known as Elidibus. After my dear friend Azim and I detected irregularities in Pandemonium, we decided the best course of action would be to hide my station as I conducted my investigation. I am sure Lahabrea as well is eager to find out why I hid who I was, so I shall save that story for later. First, I would like to speak of you, my friend. Although neither Azim nor I have ever met you in the flesh, you came with his highest recommendation. That alone was enough for me to accept you as an ally without question. That somewhere in the world, a guiding star so similar to himself was out there That somewhere in the world, a guiding star so similar to himself was out there that it amused Azim to no end. There was not a shade of doubt in his heart that you would be a formidable ally. Furthermore, I have heard stories that Mistress Vinard, who held the position of Azim previously, journeyed with a familiar much like yourself. That made the decision to trust you all the easier. She, too, now dons the white robes of an advisor. If she placed her absolute faith in you, I knew I would be in capable hands. Aware though I was of the path you had walked, I had no interest in exposing you. I merely wanted to meet you, to travel by your side for a while. I may know but a small portion of your whole story, but that is enough for me to believe you would never lead me astray. I wanted to tell you that. Well, I mean, you and I in the future, well... oh, not that I know the future, or am from there, or anything like that. No, I wouldn't want to do anything to upset a timeline if I was a time traveler or anything like that. I'll shut up now. I don't know how long it's been since we last spoke, Lahabrea, and truth be told, I had hoped we never would again. But I see now that I was a fool to think I would ever escape your meddling. Just what is that thing that called himself Lahabrea? And why is he the spitting image of your younger self? I find it hard to believe... Wait, that was his younger self? Is that what that... Lahabrea had no eyebrows when he was younger? I find it hard to believe you've only just now found out such a being was wreaking havoc in Pandemonium. Did you think matters would simply sort themselves out? I suppose you deserve at least a cursory explanation. I was well aware of the anomalies occurring within Pandemonium, including the fact that Azim and Elidibus had taken it upon themselves to investigate. I saw no reason to insert myself into the situation. For a time, that was. Imagine my surprise when instead of a formal report from you and yours, I received a communication from one of the keywords stating that research and operations were proceeding as usual. While Hephaestus' deception was almost childish in its simplicity, it became plain to me that your grasp on the situation was slipping. So you knew of its existence from the beginning. I can hardly imagine that you would suffer another to masquerade as one of the convocation, not without good reason at least. As you well know, the name Lahabrea is but a marker of my station. It is not the name I was born with. Hephaestus has claimed that for himself. I cannot fault him for it, as he is my other half, in a manner of speaking. He knows all that I know, my equal in every way. Yet within his heart is naught but greed, envy, and desire. All the emotions that we are loath to acknowledge within ourselves. If what you say is true, what purpose would such a being serve? He is the product of experimentation gone awry. A reminder of the days when I was yet young and reckless. I thought him sealed away for good, but it seems time has a way of unearthing the shame we bury. He spoke of my mother. He looked at you with venom in his eyes, blamed you for her death. Tell me, was he right to do so? Yeah, was he right to do so? Huh? His words were but the ramblings of a tortured mind. The hatred and despair he endures has warped his view of the world irreparably. And now that he is awakened, he must be put to rest. If he succeeds in breaching Pandemonium's protective wards, he shall invite disaster unto our star. As chief keyword of Pandemonium, it is my duty to decide the proper course of action. As such, I declare that all research shall be summarily abandoned and the facility destroyed. Whoa! That's one way to do it. What? You would leave the other wardens to their doom? 'Tis a choice befitting Lahabrea. Do you disagree? You speak of duty, and ours is to guide our star and its inhabitants upon the correct course. It is no surprise that you would choose annihilation of Pandemonium if its existence posed even the remotest risk to our people. Yet, as you can see by Ericthonius' response, the decision is somewhat more nuanced than that. Azim and I grappled with the conundrum for some time, in fact. I did what now? That is precisely why I chose to involve myself directly. It was the only way I could truly determine the best solution. And you need not trouble yourself with that further.
Chief Keyword must prevent the worst from occurring, no matter the cost. Your feelings, Elidibus, are of no consequence. Finally, someone who speaks reason. You know, it's like, he's basically saying, you know, it's like, we'll call the last dropship down from the Sulaco and nuke the site from orbit. Only way to be sure. Have you taken even a moment to consider another path? No! You've spared nary a thought for aught but yourself and your duty. You have no idea about the trials we've endured, the foes that Warren has stood against. I'm going to kill you in the future, just so you know. Warren, is it? A being of such ether as I have never seen. What are you? Your future executioner! Just so you're aware. He is the guiding star that shall lead us safely through this. Thanks to his stout arm and steadfast courage, we have subdued the mythic creations and returned them to their cells. Speaking of which, I would hear your opinion, Warren. As outsiders, we are in a unique position to look upon circumstances with our vision unclouded by attachment. I can't go around being the doom, you know, the what's it called? You know, when a person's always like, doom, the end is nigh. I can't be end is nigh guy. You know, like, hate Lahabrea. It's too soon to give up on saving the others. Besides, I have 7 more bosses to fight. 3 today and 4 more at a later date. Agreed. We still know next to nothing of a Hephaestus, and I highly doubt Lahabrea has been forthcoming with the truth. But we've managed to regain control of Asphodelis. He must be made to see that there's merit in continuing on this path. I have it. Speak in your official capacity as Elidibus the Emissary. Judge which approach is more sound, and even Lahabrea would be compelled to listen. I'm right here, douchebags. I can hear all of this. I'm literally 3 feet away. As Elidibus, I am duty-bound to assess the matter from a position of impartiality. My opinion as Themis can carry no weight. You understand what that means, yes? I do. Even so, you've walked with us all this time, seen what we've seen. Based on that alone, I trust that you'll find the best way forward. Very well. Then in my capacity as emissary, I shall state my judgment. At present, there are merits both in destroying Pandemonium outright and in taking time to rescue its researchers, and neither is yet an impossible task. Therefore, I judge that the most measured choice would be to continue upon our present course. We delve into Abyssos, interring any mystic creatures we encounter along the way. You have yet to witness Warren's might and Erechthonius' resolve. I would ask that you see our capabilities firsthand, and only then decide if our endeavor is futile. If such is the will of the emissary, then I shall obey. However, if indeed I find your strength to be lacking, I trust there will be no objections to the immediate destruction of Pandemonium. You needn't worry about that. We won't fail. You are bolder than I remember. And you're even more tedious than I remember. Warren, come find me when you're finished. Okay. Awkward. Erechthonius is understandably frustrated, but if we are to conquer Abyssos, we must go forth with clear heads. Pray, lend an ear to his troubles, that their weight might be lightened. Okie dokie. I go on a quest to lighten his heart? Do I need a keyblade for that? Hello? Erechthonius? Didn't go all the way around.
Hi.
You do have my gratitude. Ill-fit as I am to show it at the moment. Without your words to sway him, Lahabrea would have carried out his plan without a second thought. When at first we realized the creations had slipped their bonds, the other keywords did all in their power to restore order. Even though they could have chosen escape, they remained to aid their allies. I'm certain not a soul among them would wish to see this facility erased from the world. They don't deserve to be abandoned simply for carrying out their duty.
Duty.
And besides, Hephaestus has secrets yet untold. Secrets that would be buried if Pandemonium were reduced to rubble. I mean to uncover the truth behind his words. The truth of my mother. While Lahabrea was quick to dismiss his claims, I fail to see what Hephaestus would gain by fabricating such a story. All I was told of my mother's death was that she perished in an accident. No one would say more. It was almost as if they feared saying more, in fact. Even if it was not Lahabrea that dealt the fatal blow, we've seen with our own eyes how quickly he can condemn others to die. I only wish to know at least what befell her. What do you think, Warren? Does the Lahabrea you know have any regard for the lives of others? Or will he carry out his duty with another's blood on his hands? Must use my ally as a vessel for his own twisted hands. I don't know, it does seem... I have no idea what he might be like in this age. This age? Just how long has it been since last you met? Regardless, I would like you to try and view him as he is now. Another opinion would be much appreciated. But it is plain there is much to consider. Thank you, Warren. It's easy for me to get carried away by emotion when he's concerned. We should focus on the task at hand, proving to Lahabrea that we are capable of saving Pandemonium and its keepers. The most convincing way to do that will be to regain control of Abyssos.
Okie dokie.
Although I am loath to admit it, he would know more about those depths than any of us, and seeing as how we require every advantage we can afford. Warren, would you speak with him for us? He seems to have a special interest in your capabilities, and may deign to help at your suggestion, if only to see what you can do.
Okie dokie! Whee!
Hello, Lahabrea. Erechthonius appears to have a deep trust in you, and Elidibus tells me you share some relation to Azim. Your unusual ether does not mark you as a familiar. It is unlike anything I have seen, even among the countless concepts I have observed. To think that I would encounter an existence I could not create by my own hand. Azim never ceases to surprise. The previous Azim was much the same. In taking the entirety of the star into consideration, she came to hold dear emotions and people. She came to hold dear emotions and people that a more logical mind would have discarded. This made her act in her own self-interest more often than not. Just as you and Elidibus have conducted yourselves in that matter, the true danger of Azim's nature is its tendency to infect all those he comes into contact with. Emmett Selk said much the same. Trust that I shall do naught that would violate my duty. And yet you so frivolously invoked your authority as emissary to justify this little excursion. It matters little, however. Only your deeds can speak for you now. You wish to know more of Abyssos, I take it. Although I no longer have control over many of its functions, I can yet sense what creations lie within. The chief keyword's reach is far indeed. Well then, what do we have to look forward to? I sense no creations of note. Perhaps they have been made into fodder for experimentation, or perhaps they have been transferred to the deeper circles. Yet Hephaestus will never allow you safe passage. He has left a trial for you to overcome. I speak of hegemony, keyword of Abyssos. Although her presence is stained with marks of corruption, it is unmistakable. I knew her as a woman gifted in magic and blessed with a highly logical mind. While I can sense those qualities within her still, there is something else at work. If I had to hazard a guess, I would say that that's because she's already been twisted into a Hemithios. Hemithios? Doubtless against her will. Warren, Themis, we must rescue her from that cruel fate. And if we cannot, we can at least seal her away until we find a means to undo the damage. Your allies make you bold, Erechthonius. I very much look forward to seeing how far they carry you. Ooh! He said you're being carried. Ha! Ouch. Awkward. Like when I take Tyro into a Monster Hunter battle. You know, I carry his ass. Yeah, you just... I thought that'd get a response. So I'm gonna go start it. It says less than 5 minutes. Yep, there we go. Yep. Now, what are we fighting now? Well, hello! Oh, we were just talking about you. I did, Liz. I did. You got a little bit of a parasitic growth going on there, madam. Hemithios hegemony. Dude! Music is fucking lit in this series. Oh. What happened? How was I supposed to know that was coming? She... Everyone's moving. Okay. Is it just the name? What was I missing? I guess I'll just watch it. Everybody else see what they're doing. That one took me by surprise. Oh, oh fuck me! Damn! Ew, it's on me now. Gross. Okay. Oh, shit. Shit, it's closer. Oh, I got it. I can still hit from here. Oh, shit. XIV. XIV is the front and back. Gotta pay attention to that. Oh, what are you doing? Got it. This is a classic mechanic. Yeah, hell. It's gonna go off it. There we go. Ah! Tank buster. No, thank you. Now what are you doing? Whoa! What is this? Oh, they're switching! Okay, and I want to be... Wait. Here? No, here. Okay, great! Okay. God damn it. Got it. Oh, fuck me. Okay. That one there. This way. Here we go. Gotcha. Ethereal exchange? What are you, a blue mage? Okay, if you get hit with that green one, you get taken over. Great, good to know. Stop trying to infect me with the T-virus! God damn it! Ah, shit. Switching. Okay, I want to be over here. Aha! I win, I think. This is 5. We got this. We got it. Let's just gonna whip out some like last minute, only in the last couple of percentages of health shtick. Yeah, we got this. Okay. Here. Oh no, not here. Here. There we go. Yay! Got you. By the power of Grayskull. Bye. Have a beautiful time. All right. Oh, cool. Got the armor this time. Fucking A. We've won! The keyword is sealed away and alive this time. Lahabrea can't deny us now. I mean, he could, but he'd be kind of a dick for doing so. Our plan was a success, although I hardly need to tell you that. The Gemini has been sealed away, and now you have no choice but to admit the merit in our methods. You have the right of it. I am not so petty as to deny the achievements of those I've squabbled with, no matter how strongly we disagree. Moreover, this being, ether as thin as retreating mist, unable to wield creation magics, yet powerful enough to subdue a Prometheus. has made this ordeal far more interesting. Then we have leave to continue? As for that, there is one among you whose very presence puts the others at risk. It would be best to proceed without him, for failure would have consequences that reach far beyond Pandemonium. And of whom do you speak? A warder who cannot even conduct his duty without aid. In this place, hope alone is not enough to overcome what awaits you. A single misstep will send all to their doom. So long as we each do our part and look to the allies by our side, even a neophyte can upraise his companions. That's something that Warren and Themis taught me. While I do not wish to express any bias, I am inclined to agree. If my investigation has made anything clear, it is that we are together greater than the sum of our parts. And hope has brought us this far. It drives us to seek the right path, and to act before the path lies closed to us. Then tell me, what is it you hope for? Pizza? Cheesecake? You know, the usual stuff. To see Hephaestus in chains. That's the surest way to prevent further sacrifices. I'm aware that destroying Pandemonium would rid us of him, but the cost is far too great. And I admit, I wish to know how he means to resurrect Athena. And there we have it. You must leave this place at once, and do not think to set foot in Pandemonium again. You are capable, that much is plain, yet Hephaestus cannot be suffered to live, and I shall not allow his talk of resurrection to poison mine or anyone else's mind. Life flows in a cycle, that is known. All souls return to the underworld, and Athena's is no exception. She has likely found a new vessel, and a new journey to embark upon. You cannot be ignorant to the folly of Hephaestus' words. Even were he to breathe life into a body, the soul contained within would not be your mother's. What if our knowledge is imperfect? What if Hephaestus has discovered something that no one else has? Oh, what is I noms? Well, sometimes ice cream, so long as it's mint chocolate chip, Liz. He knows all that you do, understands the bitter reality of the world. He wouldn't pursue the impossible. Think, Erechtheus. I have already explained that he is merely my twisted reflection. Is it worth bringing back your mother if it means others are used and discarded like tools? Macadamia cookie. Is it worth it to see her once more? Now you measure the worth of your colleagues' lives. What was that foolish braying about saving them? Merely a performance to hide your childish devotion to your mother? Please, such barbs will get us nowhere. We should first discuss... You would call me fool! You, who murdered your wife in service of your ambition! For the sake of the star, no doubt! Oh no. Here we go. Ugh, I can hear it again. That voice inside my head. I know who to follow. Hephaestus. Father. Mother. Oh, I love you so. And this voice will guide me to you. No, listen not! Listen not, Erechthonius! Apologies. You taught me that a calm heart stays the course. I can never even grasp the rudder. Okay. Well, Someone's turned to the dark side. Way to go, Lahabrea. You fucked things up yet again. Can you just stop fucking things up? Hephaestus is cunning despite his warped mind. Whatever took hold of Erechthonius, it made short work of his reason. From the moment he laid eyes upon me, I could sense his hatred and rage simmering below the surface. It was but a matter of time until it spilled forth. And that was when he fell into the spell's embrace. Magic woven with such skill that Erechthonius himself failed to notice until it was too late. If this is the measure of Hephaestus' power, then the other keywords have little chance to resist it. We saw his work during our encounter with Hesperos. Doubtless Hephaestus' magic fed his ambitions and envy until there was no room for naught else in his heart. There was something else besides. Did you not feel the presence of another? As I thought, someone was trying to warn Erechthonius, but whom? Could it have been one of the keywords? Alas, their warning arrived too late. I had already provoked Erechthonius past the point of no return. I bear the burden of this failure. It is my stubbornness I could but scorn the boy. Or in my stubbornness I could but scorn the boy, and Hephaestus knew that. Now I dread to think of the ordeal that awaits him due to my rashness. Yeah, douche nozzle. You are not getting the #1 dad mug. You're not getting it. Nope. You're getting yet another tie for Father's Day. That's all you're getting. There is time yet to save him. We can easily regain control of Abyssos, giving us a firm foothold from which to brave Pandemonium's lowest level. The enemy is within reach. Hell yeah! Just as with Hesperos, Erechthonius is in danger of being consumed by Hephaestus' spell. However, I have faith that he will not easily lose sight of himself. The way forward is clear. Lahabrea, pray tell us all you know of what we shall find beyond Abyssos. I can only assume one more keyword lies in wait. The deepest level of Pandemonium is called Tartarus, and your passage shall be challenged not only by a keyword. Hephaestus has laid traps in every corner of its halls. You have no hope of surviving far past the threshold. That I expect is where Warren shall shine. His dissolute ether shall allow him to slip through the traps unimpeded. We saw it when Hephaestus had no effect, and doubtless even he has yet to devise a countermeasure. Then time is of the essence. Hephaestus is already well aware that you can match a keyword in battle. He will not stand idle whilst you stroll past his other defenses at your leisure. Agreed. However, clarity will be indispensable to our success, and I'm afraid I must insist upon it ere we depart. Eh? We have yet to discern to what end Hephaestus would use Erechthonius. If you know, I would ask that you enlighten us. And then there is the matter of Athena. Why do you so fiercely rebuke Erechthonius' feelings for his mother? While I understand the very thought of resurrecting the dead is anathema, you act as if grief over her passing should be equally so. How are we to grapple with what plagues our friend and drives our foe if you refuse to acknowledge it? I do acknowledge it. I wish only to spare those that feel it still great. I wish only to spare those that feel it still greater pain. Go on. So instead of being honest, you bicker like a child. dare you? No. No. You are right. The blame for Erechthonius' fate rests squarely on my shoulders. Very well. I shall lay bare the truth, but only after the foe before us has been laid low. The remaining keyword is... What the fuck? There are 8 letters there, and only 2 of them are vowels. The fuck? Okay, Agdistis. Agdistis? She has served in Pandemonium since its inception, and her affinity for magic is peerless, even among the keywords. Hephaestus knows that losing her would mean the end of his experiments. He has her hidden in He has hidden her in a space unreachable by conventional means. But your presence makes mockery of such barriers. The scarcity of your ether means it will be trivial to send you directly to Agdistis. We shall approach as closely as caution will allow. We know where the battle will commence, so I do not anticipate difficulty in detecting your presence. From afar, I shall do my best to provide you with ground on which to fight and phantom allies to aid you. As for the internment, I have yet to think of a foolproof method. Interment shall not be necessary. Aww, that sounds adorable. From here I can sense Agdistis' essence, but it is scarcely recognizable. Hephaestus was more ambitious with her than he was with Hegemony. She has been transfigured, such that barely a scantling of herself remains. We can but take comfort in what a mercy the underworld would be to her. Okie dokie. I just got permission for stabbity death. Let all those who oppose shut the fuck up. Whee! There we go. Don't you hate it when you pick up your drink and the coaster is still stuck to the bottom of it? Come on, Tanky Poo. You can do it. Come on. Come on, Tanky Poo. There you go. Hi. It's a tree. What are we facing? X-Death again? Whoa! Oh, yep, death would be a mercy. Abyssos' music is awesome. Did it just do a kung fu pose? So there's like, oh. Oh, we're starting. Oh, okay, starting right away. All right. Vow of Attis. What's everyone doing? In the center? I think they're in the center. Yep. Oh, center and back. Okay. Whoa! What is this? Should we go over here? Okay, yep. Over here. Okie dokie! That one was easy to... What are you doing now? What do we do with this one? What's everyone doing? Oh, they're going up front. Okay. Fuck! Did not make it in time. This is... Okay. I will be honest about one thing. When I'm fighting a boss for the first time, I'm actually not a fan of when there's a summoner in the party. Because I sit there looking at this, trying to look at it, going like, I can't see past the. Oops, I died. Why did I die? What happened? What did I do wrong? I don't know what I did wrong. It's supposed to be like an even number of people on the things. I think it's supposed to be an even number of people on the things. Tyro, thank you for the continued support, my man. I truly appreciate it, Bo. Thank you. What's he doing? What's this? What is this? What are you doing? Stop it. Whatever this is, you stop it right now. Maybe in the middle. What do we do? Need some baddies? What are the baddies doing? Oh shit, Okay. Okay. Now what's it doing? Stop with these things. What are you doing? Stop it. And now they're birdies. Why are there birdies? Fuck. Yep, I got hit by that one. Alright. What? How? Okay, thank you! Thank the fuck! Okay. Oops! Oh, there was another set. Oops. Damn it! Okay. Okay, I'm still... Ah. Okay. This to study. Oh, nope, no studying. I can guess his next attack. Shit, here we go again. This is like the hardest of the three so far, I'll tell you that. Of the four, I mean. And we haven't gotten to the fourth one yet, but this one is definitely the one that's giving me the most runaround that I'm mostly confused by, to be perfectly honest. Okay. So, pop. There we go. Tank Y! What are you doing? What are you doing? Stop it. That thing you're doing, stop it. Stop it right now. I want to tell on you. What the fuck? Shit, Dick! Sparkle light, what's that one? Oh. Damn it. Hey. What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? What the fuck? Oh, Jesus. Ah, fuck. Nope. Oh, crap. It's over here, too. Okay. We're done. Ooh, level 3, yes! Yes! Of course, now I can't see what's going on. But... accurate. Thank God for that level 3 healer limit break, goddamn! Eh. Okay, 1, 2, 3, okay. Do this. Ha! I learned from my mistakes! I'm not a total dummy. Which one? Yep, okay. Now what are you doing? The life again. Alright. Okay. It was a proximity as well as a, got it. What are you doing? What are you doing? Stop that. It's very, stop it. Stop making little egg things from Berserk. Oh shit. Yoink! Oh, I was just within the reach of that bullcrap. Oh shit. For a minute. Come on! You got this! away from us. That was close. I was gonna die to that. Ugh. Whew. Nice Moogle slippers there, dude. Okay, that so far has been the hardest one. Herbidip. Herbidip. Oh, cool.
Hi.
The moment Agdistis was slain, the flow of ether and Pandemonium focused keenly on this location, creating a tunnel of sorts through which we could quickly convey ourselves. It was almost as if we were ushered here. This space was created with care and concealed with powerful wards. Only a keyword would have been able to detect it, and even then with great difficulty. Ergo...
Hi.
If only I could restore Tartarus to order, but I'm afraid this is the most I can manage with such power as remains to me. It has been too long, Master Lahabrea. Likewise, keyword Agdistis. I should not be surprised you were able to break free of Hephaestus' spell, even diminished as you were. It was not an easy task, even with your aid. His curses dig into one's heart, creating a storm of emotions that is all too easy to become lost in. Only by chance did a fragment of myself remain, illuminating a path through the madness. And thus am I able to appear before you now. Even while my body was powerless to resist Hephaestus' commands, some small part of my logical mind stood alone in defiance. It even managed to speak to the outside world. The report. That was you! Doubtless you recognize my voice from the many times I have called out to you. I hope that those pleas would not fall on deaf ears. Was that all that kept me from succumbing to hopelessness? Do you see these cat ears? Do you see the big cat ears? Trust me, we heard! But I have a greater purpose here than simply saying my farewells. There is something you must know, that the tragedies of the past do not repeat in the present. Forgive me for what I am about to do, Master Lahabrea, but the story must be told. 'Tis the only way to understand Hephaestus' fixation on Erichthonius. No longer can you hide your heart away. Hephaestus? No, the mask marks him as Lahabrea. Master Lahabrea had brought an end to Lady Athena's life and sealed away a part of his memories and emotions within Hephaestus. These are my recollections of the moments following. And you truly have no intention of revealing the truth to Erichthonius? My lesser half is now buried where none can find it. It would be wise to do the same with our memory of this day. Blood should not sway the spirit so, but Athena's teachings have warped the boy. I fear he would see our star burn to keep his mother safe. Erichthonius believes that he feels love, but he is shackled by dependence. He could not bear the truth.
His dependence makes it all the more important to be open with him. He will seek answers about his mother's loss, which shall inevitably lead him to you. Are you willing to accept the blame for Athena's death? Are you willing to accept your son's hatred?
If that is what comes to pass, then so be it. Better to be burdened with hatred than the knowledge that Athena thought his body and soul mere toys, to be used and discarded. Whoa! Even were I to tell him what his mother plotted, he would ever seek reasons to believe that the true fault lies with me, or with him. Should he merely hate me, he will remain unfettered by doubt, free to serve the star far from his parent's shadow. Whoa! So his mom was the douche.
Erechthonius loved his mother more than the life itself, and yet, what a dreadful truth you've borne all this time. Such is Lahabrea's nature. Every action, every word of a solution to life's great dilemmas, and none to spare for his own. What I have revealed to you is but a small portion of a larger picture. I shall leave it to Lahabrea to paint the rest for you, and for Erechthonius, I hope.
Thank you, Agdistus.
I always admired you, you know. What choice did I have when you sacrificed so much to guide our star to the heavens?
You know, there's quite the, I mean, granted, you know, several thousand years would probably do that to you, but it's like there's quite the distinct difference between the man we see here today and the man who was floating next to Ultima weapon after, you know, the Ultima spell, you know, went off going, you know, I mean, it, woo! Time apparently did a lot to Lahabrea's brain. Hephaestus has doubtless sensed that his final keyword has fallen. We should return to the surface before he moves to strike us here. If we are to face him, we must be prepared to bring our full strength to bear. I mean, it is interesting seeing these characters as more than just mere villains, you know, that we had to dispatch in the past. It is kind of neat seeing more than just Elidibus and, Hades, damn it, Emmett Selk being given 3 dimensions. You know, it is nice seeing Lahabrea given that, also given that treatment, but it's like, where's the connecting tissue? Where's the connecting tissue between this Lahabrea and the one psychotically laughing as Ultima went off, killing a shit ton of people around it? Agdistus was ever a bold woman, even in her final moments, that she would unearth the secrets of my past for all to look upon. Still, full glad am I that she faced you as her last opponent. I can think of none more worthy to send her soul off to the other side. You don't even know me! What do you mean? Okay, whatever. One final wish. The vision you saw told the story far more eloquently than I ever could. Athena was consumed by her research and was willing to sacrifice her own child if it hastened her progress. She did not offer him a position here out of sense of love or pride. It was merely because she knew he would be the most pliable test subject.
I see now why you hid the truth from him. I cannot say with certainty that Erechthonius could handle the weight of such betrayal, after holding his mother on a pedestal for so long.
Unfortunately, it seems not even her death has ensured his safety. Hephaestus has taken up Athena's research and succeeded in creating Hemetheoi. I know not what his ultimate end is, but 'tis plain that it is connected with the resurrection of Athena.
The knowledge alone is sufficient to direct our next course of action. As for the rest of your story, we shall hear it after we have returned Erechthonius to safety.
in accordance with Dictus's last wish. Very well. I can at least assure you that finding him shall prove relatively simple, now that Hephaestus can no longer bend Pandemonium to his will. There is but one place left for him to find refuge. The Black Heart of Tartarus, where Athena built her testing compound. We can assume that Hephaestus will offer fierce resistance. I must focus my every effort on securing a safe means of approach.
You got it.
Lahabrea, I would ask that you assume the duty of summoning Warren's phantom warriors. I have no objections. My ability to fight within Tartarus would be greatly diminished in any case. However, I wish to deal the final blow to Hephaestus myself. There is no need to dirty your hands with such a deed.
But I like the stabbity death. Come on!
I take it then that you have no intention to seal him away as before. The presence I felt when I encountered Hephaestus bore little resemblance to the entity I created. By his own hand has he become something far more wicked, and the same magics that once shackled him may very well shatter before the powers he wields. On my pride as a researcher, I am loath to repeat the same mistake twice. I would not see these events play out again, and so he must be extinguished.
I think I said it before, and I'm going to say it again. I wish we could, like, in character creation, we can get the glowy eyes of the, of the originators, the original peoples.
Well then, I shall open the way forward. May we finish this together? Uh-oh, he's going Ultra Instinct! I hereby claim my right to destroy the shit out of a fourth monster today. Let's go!
I know, right? Something. Because look at the cool glowy eyes. Look at Lahabrea's got the cool red glowy eyes. Whoa. He's got the, well, you can't see him now. He had the cool glowy blue eyes. I would love to have cool yellow, glowing yellow eyes. That'd be awesome. I'm running in circles. I got the zoomies. I'm a cat and I have the zoomies. Cat with the zoomies. Cat with the zoomies. Scratch the wall. Scratch the wall. Scratch the wall. Now run over here. Now run over here. Oh my god. Jump it. Jump on you. Come on. Last one was pretty quick. Come on, we only need one member of each type. Yes, Ellie. Yes. Corn. There it is. Hi. How you doing, Erichthonius?
Erichthonius is mine. heart and soul. And with your death, none will be left to stop me.
Oh boy, I get to kill another incarnation of Lahabrea? Man, I should get frequent flyer miles for this. Whoa. Damn! I love the music in this place! This raid tier has the best music, just straight up.
Rest eternal in the dark depths of this prison.
I don't wanna. Can't make me fuck you. So much for the countdown.
Don't claim my servant's right.
What's going on here? Wow. Oh! Okay.
Not but ash in your way.
How do they know that? In or out? In or out? What are we doing? Oh, the sides. Okay, I see. But how did we know it was going to come from the center last time? Wait a minute. This is kind of like during the Eden fight. Oh, damn it. Again? Remember the Eden fight? The one where you had to fight the one boss that was like an amalgamation of Thancred and also that one guard guy? This is like, kind of reminds me of that fight.
Behold the fruits of sacrifice.
Is he doing what everyone else doing? Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, okay, okay. Everything that I do. Nope. Haha. Fuck you, Gorgons. Ick. Ow.
Perish in flames and
Fourfold fires. Okay.
go forth and shake your bounds.
What's this? What's going on here? Okay. Oh wait. Oh crap. Handle this. Handle this.
Claim my servant's rights. Out of my sight.
Alright, alright, I'm getting it. I'm getting it.
Shall see my wish fulfilled.
Well then go get the Dragon Balls. Why go through all this process? Whoa! Sir, are you aware that you've just tarred out? You've become a tar of some kind. This probably has new mechanics that I'm gonna have to figure out. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh Jesus Christ, are you kidding me? Hit a bit. Why can't I have the power to become instantly become a tar of some kind? That's a power I would want. Where's the class that does that? I don't wanna. And also, whoa, what is that at the end? What is that? What is that down there? What are they doing? And what? Oh, crap. I feel like I should be over here. Yep. Hey. Nope. Ain't happening, buddy. Okay. Oh, wait, no. This is when I want to be in the center. When you tire of farts, then you shouldn't eat so many beans.
Behold the fruits of sacrifice. You are afraid to be consumed.
No, I really don't want to be consumed. I appreciate the offer. Whoa, what is this? What's going on? Nope. I see. Yoink.
Perish in flames and bricks.
I don't wanna? Why do you keep asking me to do things I don't want to do?
Go forth and sate your boundless hunger.
Oh, fuck you! Stay on that side. Hell.
Vulture flame my servant's rise.
Stay on the center of this one. Okay, that's what I got. I got this one.
Sorrow into your heart. Shall see my wish fulfilled.
I don't want you to. It's tarring out again. Lahabrea?
You will know my rage.
Lahatarface? Shit. Okay. Wee! Wee! Wee!
Praying before a god.
We're doing good on this one.
Leave not but ash in your way.
Get the sides, get the sides, get the sides. Got it.
Fitting death.
Lahabrea, even though you're just a pale imitation of Lahabrea, you still talk too much. Ah, someone just took it from me. God damn it. Damn you, Reaper!
Vulture flame my servant's rise.
Hell yeah!
That one wasn't so bad at all.
The third one was far more, involved and difficult than that one was.
Yay!
Pandemonium Abyssos completed! Come on, people. Make your rolls. Come on. Alright, no good. No good. Oh, okay, got the chassis. Come on. 72. Lucky 72. Come on. Lucky 72. May RN Jesus be kind to me. Come on. Nope. RN Jesus was not kind to me. Oh, I lost it to a 78. Ah. Okay. I know it wasn't 78. What was it? Oh, well, it doesn't matter now. Oh well, I'll come back and get it. That's what I did eventually with the bat with the last one. So the chains of events that led to this moment began with my error. When out of mercy I can find you here. Now I break it and leave no trace of you behind. This is not over. I see you will not go peacefully. Got a little buck teeth tooth thing going on there, I saw. Even a cast-off would uphold his pride. Though such an impulse must speak to the overwhelming arrogance of my other half. The name Hephaestus shall grow to eclipse yours. None shall remember the deeds of Lahabrea once I fulfill Athena's ambition and bring Erechthonius' dream to life. Have a good one, Liz. Thank you for stopping by, and good luck to you. You speak as if you care a whit for the boy. Why then do you cower behind him? There are some desires which must not be realized. Athena would not see the world destroyed if it meant she could find hers in the ruins. As for Erechthonius, he knows not what his wish would beget. He knows not what his wish would beget, the truth which you have hidden from him. Do you truly believe a father's role is to deceive and manipulate? Pot meet kettle, kettle meet pot. Jesus. My wish? You would claim the name Hephaestus and call yourself his father, yet you bind his mind and body in dark chains. Your words and your pride ring hollow. Athena wanted her son by her side, and he desires to return there. What wickedness is there in mending a broken family? Athena cared not for Erechthonius, beyond how he could serve her ends. You claim to be acting in his interest, but 'tis plain you are no different. As I ushered Athena to her end, I vowed that my sole mission in life would be to guide this star true. In service to that vow, I silenced the whispers of my heart. I could not nurture a son whilst an entire world looked to me for guidance. For that choice, I bear the responsibility. Yet he is still my son, and I'll not suffer you to seduce him with false hope. You, who are naught but the bitter dregs of Athena and I, the very worst of us. Mother, she... No. Then who... How do I... Sentences. Complete sentences. Hearken to your heart? Kingdom Hearts style? I hear you. I owe you, and Themis, an apology. Athena, did you ever... And Lahabrea, I will have my say! How? His mind was mine! I can't explain. But Warren's words reached me through the haze. They rang loud and clear. As did the words of another, in a voice much like yours, but resounding with truth. He's going Ultra Instinct! How? When did you master these bonds? Oh, we've endured much worse. Holy shit, I have a pride boner. You worthless! You... Ah! And he's gone.
Bye-bye.
Okay. It appears my failures have borne fruit after all. I was wondering where I left that. I thought I left it in my jeans in the washer. You did well, son. Come on. There we go. Hold on a minute. I completely missed my trash can terribly. Wow, that was possibly the worst I've ever missed my trash can, which is literally 3 feet away from me. Don't you try and explode on me, Dr. Pepper. With Hephaestus' essence contained in this crystal, we may safely return Erechthonius above, that he would bind Hephaestus with only half his senses intact. You quite understated his adeptness in the nature of interment. It was hardly what I had in mind, but a feat deserving of praise nonetheless. I have a theory as to... Remember, I was like, what's the connecting link between the Lahabrea of now and the Lahabrea of later? Maybe it's the Maybe it's the Hephaestos who, inside the crystal that, like, continues on to become an Ascian. Maybe this Lahabrea does not. I feel no trace of Hephaestus' poison in your mind, and for a blessing, it appears your body is none the worse for wear. I made my way here as soon as I could. I no longer sense Hephaestus, and the force assailing Pandemonium's barriers has ceased. Are we rid of him for good and all? I see. Despite his muddled senses, Erechthonius felt that to seal Hephaestus away was the proper course. It wasn't so noble as that. I only knew something had to be done, so I acted. Lahabrea, was that how you dealt with Hephaestus in the past? Indeed. He was not but the parts of my memory and soul that I had cut away. A mass of ether without a material vessel. Storing his essence within a crystal was the most logical choice. On the matter, I believe the time has come for you to share the rest of your tale, of Hephaestus' creation and Athena's end. I heard your words, but only vaguely, as if from under the surface of a deep pool. My mother wished to use me. I would hear the whole truth. I want to know what happened here, and what drove Athena to act as she did. I'm ready. Athena's brilliance outshone us all. Even the other members of the Words of Lahabrea were as children in comparison. So dedicated to research was she that it was not unheard of for her to forget meals or even sleep. Her mind was ever grasping for knowledge, and it was in this endless search that she became obsessed with uncovering the secrets of life. You see, while we can conceive life in various forms, the means of creating a soul are beyond our ken. Similarly, though we can enhance and alter our physical vessels, we have ever been bound to them. Athena's purpose was to shatter these limitations. Such limitations as we were not meant to surpass. She sought to enter the realm of the gods. Scarce few have the ability to comprehend what such a task entails, let alone the courage to attempt it. For most, the thought would be an idle fantasy, considered once and then discarded. Not so for Athena. As leader of the Words of Lahabrea, I spoke with her often about transcending our being. From an academic perspective, the challenge has plagued countless researchers through the ages. It was during these musings that I began to formulate a theory, a means by which a person could meld with a creation. The weaknesses of one would be mitigated by the strengths of the other, and the result would be something greater than we have ever imagined. Although it was but a theory, Athena insisted I develop it further, curious about every detail along the way. Our conversations became more frequent, and our platonic relationship grew into something much more. Sex! I take it I was born soon after. No, we had sex first, and then, a gestation period, and then, yes, you came. Just so. I believe she bore true affection for me, and was blind to her hidden intentions. When Pandemonium was built and she requested to lead the researchers, I saw no reason to deny her. Even setting aside our relationship, her accomplishments as a scholar made her the obvious choice. However, in giving her Pandemonium, I also gave her free rein to conduct whatsoever experiments she could devise. And when you found out what she was doing, you killed her. I made haste to Pandemonium the moment I learned of these hidden chambers. I left Agdistus to keep watch from Tartarus's vestibule as I ventured deeper, knowing not what would await me. As for what occurred next, 'tis best to see with your own eyes. Well, I mean, obviously this isn't the end, this isn't the happy end. There's obviously, there's 4 more battles to come later in, several months. But,
Oh, doesn't that little child look familiar?
is that me?
You're gonna echo it up? Nope, apparently not.
You are well aware of that our respect for our neighbors in Elpis, the researchers of Pandemonium, are not to be masked. Yet you stand before me with your face covered. What petty defiance is this?
What indeed? So quick you are to rebuke me, though you yourself have not set foot in these halls since their inception.
You must have known you could not conceal this from myself and Agdistis forever. As well you know that I cannot allow it to continue. I shall say this but once. Release Ericthonius, else I shall have no choice but to strike you down.
I would meet my end at the hands of none other. However, ere my time has come, I will have you know the why of it.
Then you will not desist.
Once you understand what has driven me this far, you shall see that stopping was never an option.
The feelings of one weigh little against the needs of the entire star.
Of course, and of that I am well aware. But you did not deign to descend from your lofty heights simply to lecture me as you would a child. You have an interest in my motivations. What possessed Athena, peerless researcher and mother to the son of the great Lahabrea, to embark upon the path of her downfall? History will demand an answer, but it is you who deserves one. Give me your hand, Lahabrea, and we shall... Oops. Didn't get to see all that.
Impossible. You bonded your souls. Aye. That the boundaries between us would cease to be. She offered me everything, to be understood. I found myself unable to refuse. At that moment, my mind was a storm of questions, yet one roared the loudest. Did Athena ever truly love me?
I am become the memory in mind.
And I thee.
Can you feel it? My heart, all that I am.
Yes, as if it were my own. Grow some eyebrows! A fathomless desire to dissect the mysteries of life, to transcend our mortal flesh and bleed into a higher plane of existence. An unquenchable thirst for knowledge, not a single thought spared for another, for the star.
So she didn't love you. Well, that's not very nice. How disappointing. Yet, what is known cannot be unknown. You have beheld my life's work. Try as you might to excise the memory, the seed of desire remains, and when it takes root, you too shall be consumed by the self-same fervor.
I will dig it out. I will dispense with the corruption in my soul ere your rotten insight spreads. Twas my weakness that let this wickedness fester, but never again. Today I cast aside fickle emotion and abide in duty alone. Today I renounce all that I was and live only as Lahabrea.
Okay. Spoopy.
Thus did I forsake the part of myself that had been polluted by Athena, sealing it within a crystal. Never did I think I would one day face those memories made flesh.
Forgive my bluntness, but your actions bordered on insanity. To go to such lengths to escape your memories, you nearly rewrote your very existence.
Rest assured, the change did not go unnoticed by our colleagues in the convocation.
I never knew how to say her name. Iggy
Iggy and XIV in particular made plain the suspicions they harbored.
As well they should have. That you escaped with your life was nothing short of a miracle. Why didn't you destroy the crystal then and there? Did you think to one day make use of the knowledge it contained?
I will not deny such considerations played into my decision, but my main motivation was fear. I had never attempted such a feat before. The crystal was my sole recourse should something go awry with the remainder of my soul. In hindsight, to cling to it was a mistake born of doubt. Athena must have anticipated that I would resort to such measures, and prepared a vessel beforehand that would accept the dregs of my soul. Hephaestus doubtless believed he was performing his duty as a husband and father should, yet in truth he was but a puppet being pulled to and fro by Athena's desires. His goal was not to raise himself high, he thought only of seeing his dear Athena live again, that she might finish what she began. Yet for all of that, he and I were alike. We yet shared a fatal flaw, you see. Our need for control blinded us to other perspectives.
Well, that's not really an emotion. That's like a personality trait, really. So yeah, he would also contain that personality trait. While I was enthralled to Hephaestus, you called out to me. What say you now? Does Lahabrea speak true? Well, he did promise.
I just want to know one thing. Did you truly believe that hiding the truth was best for me? Even knowing how I felt about my mother? The Lahabrea I know had a fatal flaw after all. I'm still not convinced. I have said all that I can say. Now it is for you to choose to believe me, or not. And have a good one, Tyronius. Thanks for stopping by, Bo. The Lahabrea I know holds duty above all else. I would sooner prostrate myself before an erupting volcano than place my fickle emotions in his path. When you return to the surface, you'll doubtless don the mask once more. So, before we climb out of this forsaken pit, I suppose I should say...
Fuck you, Dad.
Thank you, Hephaestus. Sorry, no emotion. Can't feel it. Okay, I'm not going to be able to finish this quest line without pissing in my pants, so I'm going to be right back. My apologies, I will be back in just a minute. Ugh. Okay, I'm back. Okie dokie. Let's continue. I'm not in the game window. I've heard enough. There is more I would yet discuss, but we should first return to Pandemonium's gates. I'll gather my thoughts on the way. Yeah, I don't think this is over. Not by a long shot. Something bad's gonna happen. Have a good one, Warby. Thank you for stopping by, Bo. I owe you an apology, Warren. It was due to my own inexperience that Hephaestus was so easily able to take hold of my mind. I also owe you my thanks. If you and Themis hadn't chosen to brave the chaos occurring in Pandemonium, then I would never have known Lahabrea's story. My father's story. It was a tale I too was fascinated to hear. I very much look forward to speaking with Azim about upon my return. I cannot help but wonder how much of this he foresaw. I am afraid I cannot allow that, Olympus. So long as you retain control of Pandemonium, there is work to be done. But of course, I shall first free the remaining warders and restore the place to its former glory. Using the facilities in Tartarus, we should be able to reverse the changes made upon their bodies and minds. I shall stay behind to oversee the process. That is well, but I must yet learn why I was considered the key to Hephaestus' experiments, and how he intended to revive Athena. Such questions are best left unanswered. In fact, I forbid the pursuit of that knowledge. The boundary between man and creation shall never again be crossed. I intend to destroy the crystal containing Hephaestus' essence, that this mistake never again repeats. I see no reason to gainsay your judgment. There is yet the matter of your crystal, however. Truth be told, I had not considered its origin until I saw the one containing Hephaestus' ether. I was struck by how wholly different they are. There is another. While imbuing a crystal with memories is a simple process, storing a message, a warning even, would be something altogether more complex. This also means that someone besides the present company and Ozem was aware of the plots unfolding within Pandemonium. Then why would they not make themselves known even now? No threats remain. Perhaps it was one of the other warders. We shall question them after they are freed.
Okay.
That task may take some time. A resource I'd rather not steal more of from you. Return at your leisure, and we shall share our results then. You've done more than enough for the time being. I am of the same mind. Leave the loose ends to us and continue upon your journey. Or, if you are so inclined, take a much-needed repose. This talk of journey smacks of Ozem. As well it should. He has pledged to keep moving until he has seen every corner of the world. If you do find yourself with a spare moment, you might bring that crystal of yours to Lahabrea. He may be able to offer... He may be... Red leather, yellow leather, red leather, yellow leather. He may be able to offer further insight. Until then, my friend.
Okay.
Why, if it isn't Warren? Excuse me if I'm not my usual chipper. Excuse me if I'm not my usual chipper self, but we have not been without our difficulties in your absence. You see, communication with the airship Professor Claudian commissioned for his search was lost some time ago, and now we have quite lost track of where he might be. And to make matters worse, Nemgigi has just sent word of an unusually large amount of energy coming from somewhere within the ethereal sea. I was just on my way to the Antioscope, in fact. Please, you must come with me.
Okay. Ooh, it's Pandemonium. How you doing? Why is it here?
What is that? Is it real? Why is it that whenever danger visits the world, you are never far behind? You. Go away! We don't like you! We still don't like you! I don't care if your kids have forgiven you. Fuck you! Are you too Professor Claudian's assistants, I take it? As you arrived before me, I take it you are involved in this. I would thank you to furnish me with an explanation. I'll stab you with my spear, because I hate you. While the research summary you submitted to the forum gave us no cause for concern, these details are alarming.
The professor's last message indicated that he was on his way to Azazla, but we know not whether he ever reached his destination.
A rash endeavor, even for Claudian, but he has ever allowed the thrill of discovery to cloud his better judgment. We have no recourse but to entreat Ishgard's aid in searching for him. As for the unsightly fortress which materialized in the ethereal sea, Pandemonium, was it? It cannot be left alone. For the time being, information regarding this matter must be strictly controlled so as to minimize panic. We will gather those with knowledge of the ethereal sea and continue monitoring it for further irregularities. You two, submit a detailed report to the forum at once. At present, we have far more we have far more questions than answers. Nevertheless, I would ask for your assistance at such a time that our investigation is concluded. Very good. Now, if you will excuse me, I must apprise the forum of what has occurred here. Come on, stab him. Stab him! Nope, he got away. Damn it. Child disowning bastard. Just when you need him the most, Professor Claudian remains unaccounted for. He even brought the crystal with him. We are left with scarce few straws to grasp at. While I am but a lowly assistant, even I can see that our two current problems are likely related. The same party or phenomenon God damn it, Square! Proofread! Proofread! The same party for phenomenon may be responsible for both. Conversely, I see now that my unexperienced imagination failed to do Pandemonium's pitiless spires justice. I can only wonder if the facility itself traversed the ages. Did the creations within do the same? What of the keywords? Uh-oh. But answers to these questions shall come in time, I am sure. For now, I must do as Master Fauchenal asked and write that report. As for you, Warren, pray get that what rest your responsibilities will allow. When next we call upon you, I wager we shall need you in prime condition. What do I got here? Bunch of that. And Pandemonium is completed. Okay. Good. So, with what time's left to us, let's go meet with Tataru and do Tataru's little side quest, and then we'll call it a night. You know what I haven't done in a while, especially after several deaths and 4 trials. I should probably go over here. Yep, there we go. Hi, Magina. Why, hello there. Your arrival could not have been more timely. Mistress Tataru has but just left instructions for another batch of deliveries. She sends her regards, of course, but today she is in Idleshire for business with Rowena's House of Splendors, and tomorrow we'll no doubt find her in some other far-flung corner of the realm. We mustn't be outdone, Warren. Okie dokie. This time, our samples are destined for 2 organizations in Kurthis, an arrangement made possible by none other than Master Sicard. He contracted his dear friend Lord Emelian de Fortemps, who was kind enough to spread word of the boutique to his own contacts across Ishgard. It hardly took any time for the first letter of interest to reach us, and once these samples have been delivered, that interest will be piqued to a passion. Or so I have been assured. Lord Emelian has insisted that he will take care of all the particulars, and bid me convey with enthusiasm that he looks forward to accompanying you on the deliveries. Sure he is. Now then, regarding that secret mission of ours... A gorgeous sapphire, is it not? It will make a beautiful necklace once restored, a keepsake of not only Mistress Tataru's mother, but that of her many friends and allies across the realm. From across the realm. I am confident that someone of your experience has a most discerning eye for mementos. Bring back anything you think will make a worthy addition. Okie dokie. And with that, I will leave these samples in your capable hands and eagerly await your safe return. Hell yeah. Quest accepted!
Yay!
Where are we going? Here to it. Here to it.
Hello? Hello, Featherhoof here to deliver shit.
I am delivery boy.
Hi.
Warren, old boy, 'tis good to see a rosy glow in your cheeks considering that dreadful business with the imminent destruction of mankind and the end of times and whatnot. Yes, indeed. Who better to distribute exquisite arms and accoutrements than a bona fide hero such as yourself? Well, I have two parties with simply ravenous interest in your products, dear chap. The first of whom so happens to be rather exquisite herself, my dearest Lady Laniette. Be so good as to precede me to the Rose House. I shall be along promptly, or, of course, just as soon as I'm coiffed and powdered. Really, dude? Really? Where are we going? Oh, the sea out to the Sea of Clouds. Oh, shit. Wow, have not been here in a while. It has been a while. Snowman! Featherhoof the snowman was flying through the air. Hello, Laniette. I've not spoken to your ass in forever. Well met, Warren. 'Tis good to see you hale and whole. Thank you for personally making the trip. I know your obligations are many. Truth be told, your arrival could scarce have had better timing. While our erstwhile troubled relations with the Vanu improved by the day, we have been forced to reconsider our current munitions due to recent incidents of... I have come, my darling Blossom! Behold, Emanelaine the Executioner, here to smite your foes with ruthless ardor! Oh, dear God. What are you wearing, dude? What the fuck? Well, I strike a rather smashing silhouette, do I not? Well, Sigurd could not have found a better man to give these samples to. Surely such splendid armor could be put to better use than fashion, Lord de Menelaine. Could I not prevail upon your better senses to relinquish that gear to those who might appreciate its practicality? Far be it from me to deny any request of yours, Lady Laniette. Only, I must confess that I may have slightly exaggerated Sigurd's generosity in the matter of gifting these. Ah, you mean to say you borrowed them? No doubt without his knowledge or consent. And why should I have expected otherwise? Friends may forgive, but it bears repeating that your clients deserve at least a modicum of professionalism. You do have other clients, don't you? Of course I have, and of no little celebrity at that. You remember the Red Bills, of course? I do. Still one of my more favorite 24-man raids. Right behind the Evilise ones. The Sky Pirates. That an experienced adventurer should know them hardly surprises me. But how does a privileged son of House Temps come to make it their direct acquaintance? 'Twas a happy coincidence of ale and circumstance, I assure you. As Warren here can attest, an unbiased range of social contacts is the essential arsenal of not just adventurers, but any gentleman of consequence. Ooh, Burbage. Unbiased is all very well, but... Sky Pirates are precisely the problem I was speaking of earlier, Warren, before we were interrupted. Recently, self-proclaimed Sky Pirates have been marauding trading vessels with troubling audacity. Even the Sky Steel Manufactory has reported stolen property at the hands of these ruffians. Troubling news indeed, though I cannot imagine fellows as amicable as our Red Bills could be responsible. Still, if we should hear aught of it, I shall send word directly. Now then, Warren, off we trot to the infamous Perrock. I have been told to seek out a certain red standard upon Coldwind. How the pulse quickens. Ah, it's your first time, is it, Bo? She don't even wave. Just go. Just get the fuck out. Oh, cool. Fast travel. Hey, buddies! God, I haven't seen you all since before... well, with the exception of Endwalker's, ending, where you guys showed up briefly. I haven't really gotten to talk to you guys since before I started streaming. Heaven's Word was pre my streaming days. Well, if he ain't the very picture of health, Warren. Saving the star from complete annihilation didn't tax you over much then, huh? Catchy! How you been? Don't look at me like that. Let me guess. It was not compared to all the bowing and bowing and scraping required of the mercantile genteel. Don't tell me this dandy is what wooed you from the life of sweet nothings of financial comfort. Leofard, my good man, you know as well as I that the only one wooing Warren into anything is yourself. Don't think your interest in our mutual friend here escaped my notice. Your aim all along was less about armaments than it was an audience with Warren, was it not? Not bad for a dandy. I might have had my sights on a touching reunion between Warren and myself. Well, that's not to say I won't be needing those samples. See, I have a job that could right benefit from both your keen sense and those pieces you've brought me. So long as they're half the quality of what a Manolane was shown off in the alehouses, anyway. I can count on your participation, yes? You'll be duly compensated, of course. Just name your price. My price is for you to tell me, please, you're not the ones doing the badness. Parts of a necklace? For Taro herself, huh? I'd have preferred something you might make use of. But far be it from me to dictate what a man does with his booty. I know, I use my booty for, what I want. No one else is going to tell me what to do with my booty. If that's your recompense, I'll see what I can do. Now that we have you on board, allow me to elaborate. It seems another band of petty thieves has been masquerading as sky pirates and harrying honest traders as of late. So we have heard of them. Aye, their so-called monstrous cockatoos don't exactly strike fear into the heart of man,
But they're being a right nuisance. And now they've gone and made things personal. You remember the Ramiel? Don't you? The captain's old airship? Well, after what happened in Dunskaith, we've been commissioning the finest airship parts from across the realm for the construction of a successor. Only to have those cockapert nincompoops pillage the very Skysteel manufacturing vessel that was carrying our precious cargo.
The nerve of some people, eh? Makes me mouth water.
Of course, once the cockatoos realized whose property they pilfered, they flew into a panic and holed up in Idleshire after stashing the goods somewhere. This is where you and your samples come in. I want you to take Leofard and...
Before you spill the rest, Astia, let's make sure my friend here is still up for a spot of fouling. How about it then? I have been craving game bird lately. I knew I was right to call you. Those downy ducklings won't know what plucked them.
Quite so. With Warren returned and our crew complete, victory over these ne'er-do-wells is most certainly assured.
By the by, would you have any terrible objections if I informed the Rose Knights of your designs upon these charlatans? The Knights are affiliated with House Helionot, you see, and thus have particular interest in recovering the contents of that Skysteel vessel. I know my darling, the most capable Lady Leonette simply will not rest until she has brought these scoundrels to justice. Can't say it's an alliance I've ever considered, but so long as I get all the cockatoo I'm due, our knights most thorny are welcome to catch and cage as they see fit. Splendid! Lady Laniette shall be very glad to hear of it. Overjoyed, even. Yes! She may simply be unable to contain her unbounded delight. I must be away! Naught awaiting us in Idleshire but danger and subterfuge. But such is more tempting to our ilk than lovely knights, eh? Let's be off. I'll explain the rest of our gambit once we get there.
Okie dokie.
Who's the dandy now, you ask? Oh, God. Nice, oh, you're the only one changed. What the fuck? Weird outfit, I'll say that. Who's the dandy now, you ask? I reckon my reputation precedes me in these parts, and the legendary red-billed Leofard ain't known for togs like these. Oh, I could get used to this. Comfortable, practical, and with a sense of style to boot. Ain't often you find the Holy Triad in battle gear. Quite the line you're touting. Which brings us to your role in my master plan. While it ain't easy laying low in a motley place like Idleshire, these cock-a-hoop cowards have been managing it well enough. So to lure them out, we're going to spread savory rumors of a black market merchant looking to fence some fine contraband for even finer coin. If that's you. Bosch von Rossenberger of Damascus yet still lives! Just strike up a chat with any adventurers or peddlers that seem like like to share hearsay. I'll be playing your handsome bodyguard, so rest assured I've got your back. Master?
I've taken the liberty of preparing your guys. It ain't as flattering as Leofard's, but you should fit in the part nicely in this.
Wait, do I get new armor? New glamour? Glamoring me up? Whoa! It's just not a normal merchanty outfit. Whatever. Oh, that's an exit. I was kind of hoping for something kind of neat, like Leofard's, but... Also... And by the way... And just in case, there's any miscommunication...
It's a lady. Contrabandits? Well, I do know of some sky pirates new to town. And just the other day I overheard them discussing their latest windfall.
Ah, yes, just the sort of enterprising folk we're looking for.
You think you could help us pin them down? I'll do what I can. I'm no stranger to sky pirates, so I'll ask around. Thank you. Wait, what am I doing? This is Idleshire. Oh, wait, no! That's why. That's why not. Forgot. Yeah. I'm in mode with person. I'm glad I didn't lose him.
A merchant yourself, are you? Perhaps I'm overstepping, but consider this friendly advice. Seeking out sky pirates dressed in such stereotypical garb is akin to dangling a sign from your neck reading, "Purge my purse!" Oh, the righteous Redbills may pity you, dear sir, but few else. Righteous? Righteous ain't never been to me liking, mate. I still can't abide them reprobates what don't honor the creed of sky piratemen. Or so you can imagine Red Bill Leofard might say, huh? Not that it's any matter of ours. Anyhow, should you find someone looking to offload or dubiously obtained merchandise, send them our way, will ya? If you insist, but don't say I didn't warn you.
I go in there, I think. Where am I going? Hello! Hi, Slipslicks. How you doing? Oh, wait, no, not you. You! Hello, you. Yes, yes. Gobby I catches such sky stealers. Sky stealers come to claim busy deal at Craft Forge and bring no trade goods for Jingleshine. Great laugh joke for Gobby merchants. Sky stealers leave with grump face. Gobby does not understand why uplanders wish to trade tongue flaps with grump face sky stealers, but happy to hand lend for more laugh jokes.
Much obliged. If all goes to plan, we'll have you laugh joking over their sorry hides for summers to come.
Great happiness for good of the uplanders. Gobby shared one more laugh joke. Sky stealers wine cry about calling strong friend as they shame run. Friend may be strong, but sky stealer brain cases are still airy light. Okay. Now where am I going? All the way over there, am I? Alright. Up? Oh, yeah, that's right. There's stairs there. Oh, Gigi, how we miss you.
So, are we the talk of the town yet?
As far as I can tell, you're strong contenders. Perhaps second only to rumors about a mysterious intimidator who's cast their lot in with the cockatoos.
Only natural that those sniveling whelps hired a browbeater. But what thickhead willingly courts the rancor of Red Bill Leofard? Well, I suppose a few names come to mind, but no matter. Our plan proceeds as discussed. Let's take to the streets and wait for our clients to come crawling, eh?
Where's the little one? Whoever you are, you're wearing yellow, so I like you.
Whoa there! Are you the traitor looking to chaffer with the monstrous cockatoos?
Chaffer?
With scrags like you? Fury end me, I don't know whether to laugh or cry. That voice! Red Bill Leofard! As you live and breathe. Not for long, though, if you don't hand over what you and your dicky bird stole. Bluster all you like, Red Bill, but you ain't getting the better of us this time. We've treated with a sky pirate that'll crush you to promise.
And there we were thinking this would be ever so simple. Were you not, my dear Leofard? I had a feeling it was you. Welcome back. And here I thought we were on good terms, but apparently not.
None the slightest. I was thinking surely Radlia and her talons would never sink so low as to become lackeys to a lackey. But here you are. I might even start to pity you.
And that is where you consistently underestimate me, Red Bill. I would stop at nothing to realize my desires. Or were the sweet memories we made together in Dunscaith not enough to convince you of that? But I suppose I might be willing to overlook your stubborn indifference and return those stolen airship parts you so desperately seek. If you would but call me your captain.
Completing that airship means more to me than you'll never understand. I ain't leaving here without me stolen goods. If they're worth recovering, that is. You there! Good cockalorum! You didn't leave that plunder and win expected territory, did you? Of course you did. Heads as empty as a tosspot's tankard. Those airship parts are embedded with highly calibrated corrupted crystals. Put them in any contact with wind sprites and they're no better than glorified scrap. Wait a moment, he said contact, didn't he? How many wind sprites go contact in the rock formations on Providence, eh? It'll be fine. Utata, you got your hands on the airship yet? Take her to Providence and go pick up our stolen goods. Some genius hid them under a rock. You are bluffing. Obviously. Don't make me doubt your intelligence, Radlia. What airship needs parts that can't handle a little wind?
That what you'd like, Leofard? I hardly need bloody airship bits to beat you into submission. Oh, please. Please. Let me slip into something more comfortable. There we go. Hi. Warrior of Light, at your service. Warren?
Did you say Warren? As in the Warren Featherhoof? Since when was he the friend of the Red Bills? Seems I'm not the only one whose name is worth something in these parts. I'm still prettier, though. Fuck you. Hey, Liz. Welcome back. Well then, sweet cockatoos. Let's get about cutting you up into cockathrees or fours, shall we? Red Bill by himself is one thing, but Warren's something else. Ain't nothing for it, lads. Flee for your lives! So much for monstrous. Let's leave him to the garrison. Ain't enough meat on them shivering bones to warrant the chase. Congrats to you, Liz. Good on ya. Radlia. I reckon that was a little more than that was a little more than a diversion to you, but surely you didn't think I'd fall to such a weak hand. All the more pity that you assumed those airship parts were the only pieces of value taken from me and mine. But no matter. It's time to make your allegiance clear. If you and your talons intend to continue this farce, then we'll have it out here and now. Well? It seems I misjudged my prospects. I had thought those simpletons might amount to more than sniveling turntails, but I have neither loyalty nor affection for a useless cockatoo. I suppose I shall have to content myself with this reunion in itself, but you will need more than clever bluffs to evade me next time. Of that you may be certain. Okie dokie. Bye! What the? Anima. Those were some fine samples without question, but nothing beats wearing me own rags again. Go ahead to the park and wait for us in my chambers. We'll be along once I've spoken to our knight's most thorny. Oh, okay.
While sky pirating may prove profitable, villainy shall not. May the cockatiels ne'er forget the lessons learned this day. We were standing by in case you needed help, but I'm glad it didn't come to the fisticuffs. Sounds like it was only a matter of time before Radia tries her luck again, and God only knows what she has in mind. God, it's so good to see these characters all again. It's been forever!
I've missed y'all so much. I spin me right round, baby, right round on an adamantoise round, 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 round. Gamora is really neat. He is full of turtle meat. It's been forever since I've seen this place. Well, Utata says all stolen property is accounted for and finishing touches on their airship proceed apace. And according to the Rose Knights, the cockatoos will be shipped off to the Diadem, where they can enjoy volunteering their services for the betterment of mankind.
Speaking of which, Captain, what is it to become of the miscellanea recovered from the cockatoo's hoard? I am sure House Hallionot will lay claim to their possessions, but as for the...
I'm sorry, what is that word?
Appurtenances of origins unknown.
Worry not, puss. I don't pocket any jiggumbob I'd find like some petty foister. I'll track down their rightful places soon enough, if my predictions holds.
Warren, is that you? It is! And you look quite as surprised as I feel. To think we'd meet here among the clouds and sky pirates. I was just finishing up my affairs in Idleshire when who should come asking for me but Red Bill Leofard? Quite the thrilling twist to my day, I'll have you know.
How did Emmerlane put it? She's got her fingers in more pies than a high street baker. When I got wind she was in Idleshire, I felt like snubbing fate not to enlist her expertise.
Well, I'm exceedingly glad you did, for I have returned triumphant. Allow me to present the famous traveling portraitist Dermot. Dermot? Portraitist. But of course, among the recovered items were a number of singularly beautiful paintings.
Oh, I am relieved to hear it. When I learned which vessel had fallen prey to sky pirates, I thought those pieces would be lost forever.
So you are yet another victim of the monstrous cockatoos. Still, the personal summons to the Parrot seems like the sort of social nicety to which the captain is normally intolerant.
I am wrinkled as fuck. I'm old. That is old. That is old. I believe my presence here may have another purpose entirely. You see, Leofard and I are old acquaintances. He commissioned me to paint that portrait, in fact. My beautiful daughter, Ramiel. She looks perfectly at home here.
Beautiful daughter? Aye, Dermot is father to Lady Ramiel, the gentlewoman who cared for Leofard as a lad. He abdicated all family affairs to his son when he became a practicing artist, but he's still a lord in lineage. You mean to say that the renowned portraitist Dermot is not only your grandfather, but a former lord as well? Oh, you must forgive my blighted introduction from earlier.
Not to forgive, Mistress Taru. On the contrary, I'm indebted to you for your tracking them down so quickly. Thanks to you, this can happen just as I'd hoped it might. Construction's about finished on our new airship, and I wanted you here when I cherished her. The Ramiel will fly again. My dear boy, celebrating your mother's life with you continues to be my great honor. When you hung her portrait here, when you named your first airship, I could see the vestiges of her love shining in your countenance then, just as it is now. I only hope you continue to realize her greatest wish for you, to live as free and unfettered as the sky itself. I know she would be very proud. A bit like herding corals, ain't it? Getting us adventuring types all in one room. Not well enough the effort, I'd say. Moments like these are meant to be shared. Right! I believe we've got a new airship to fly, and the open sky awaits. Now this is an airship! With how she handles, I can fly it to the edge of existence and back without so much as a hiccup. Which I hear on good authority, or whatever authority a Manolane is when he's in his cups, you have literally done. I reckon I've never been such equal parts awed and envious. I'll assume my invitation was simply lost in the post by a post-moogle. Nay, in all candor, I'm certain there are some skies only meant for your eyes. Escapades surpassing even my wildest imaginings. So chart the ends of eternity and horizons filled with peril. Just don't think you've seen the last of what wonders these heavens hold. But I'll come find you again before long, Warren, and I'll bring everything I always promise. That thrilling, heady rush of high adventure.
Though farewell may be a bit, though farewell may be a bitter sorrow, know that it is but fodder for reunions most gay.
I know what you meant. Never mind. Not touching that. Not touching it. No need to get mawkish. No need to get mawkish, furball. It is as if Ward's dropping off the face of the star. Well, not permanently, anyhow.
We'll meet again soon enough. Although Ketchy is liable to mope like a daft kitten until we do.
I expect these parts will be free of half-baked brigands for a time yet. But should you ever find yourself in need of a red bill, don't hesitate to call.
Thank you. 'Tis no small comfort knowing our ships may distribute their wares in safety.
As for you, Warren, we'll be in touch. Will you, though? I mean, we haven't seen or heard from y'all in, like, 3 expansions, so, I mean... I kind of wish we can get their airships. I mean, yeah, my airship's fine and all, but I like their designs better.
Well, that was invigorating. Well, I'd love nothing more than to catch our collective breath over a cup of tea. Business calls me to Ishgard. No rest for the enterprising and talented, as they say. Shall we, Dermot?
I might not make the journey. You know how fucking old I am? Might I persuade you to accompany us? I should very much like to hear of your adventures. Painting subjects I find personally inspiring is a particular credo of mine, and I dare say you have brushed shoulders with more than a few individuals of note. One could say that, yes. That is something one could say. Thank you for indulging an old man's eccentricities. But Jesus, even closer up, you look older. It's like that. Do you remember? Do you watch Doctor Who? That scene where, like, near the end of Matt Smith's run. Actually, it was at the end of Matt Smith's run, where he stayed in that village for like 1,000 years, and got like super old at the end. That's what he looks like right now. Now then, perhaps you could begin with the adventure you shared with Leofard and his crewmates. What? What'd you throw at us?
Leofard intentionally offloaded this in our direction, yes? Whatever could it be?
Whatever it is, Leofard's a man of his word.
How mysterious. But now that I think of it, Leofard did mention sending something along when he asked me to track down Dermot. Well, I would make quite the sight lugging this around to all my meetings. So, might I ask you to hold on to it for the time being? I trust you not to run off with my share of the reward. A gift from the notorious Red Bills. You know, they're rather a nice sort of sky pirate, don't you think?
Don't tell them that. I love these little quests that let me get to go back and visit these characters we haven't seen in fucking eons. Feels so good. A bright and energetic young lady is your employer, Warren. I hope shepherding me back to Ishgard did not delay your business over long. The tales you shared on the journey here were beyond anything I could have anticipated. Never have I heard such inspiring episodes of daring do. Though I may not know them personally, I find myself fascinated by the individuals you described, the comrades and acquaintances of your journeys. Yes, I believe I shall remain in the capital to paint for a time. Should you desire a portrait, I would happily part with it for the cost of its supplies. Find me here, and we can make arrangements. Wait, really? Like anything? Wait. Hey, wait. Let's begin once you have... Oh, okay. Once I finish this, I can come back. I don't need to go finish so I can come back here. Where are we right now? Okay, I see where we are. I really wish we could get a Red Bill ship, though. I really, 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 really do want a Red Bill ship. Like I said, I really do like it more than the Heavensward airship they gave us. Welcome back! I just received word from Mr. Stataru. What's this about portraitists and sky pirates? Red Bill Leofard gave you this? For the necklace? It seems to be a leather strap of sorts, and an antiquated one at that. Wait a moment. I recognize this design from my studies. This is a relic from the ancient city of Mach. It is said that Machi sorcerers would weave these cords with magics to make them unbreakable. You'd be hard-pressed to find better material for a necklace. Oh, Mistress Tataru will be so delighted. She chatted endlessly about how pleased she was to know that she was to know that the Red Bills of what sorts of Damn! Read word! Red leather, yellow leather, red leather, yellow leather. She chatted endlessly about how pleased she was to know the Red Bills and what sorts of products might prove useful to our daring new friends. And the Rose Knights have already placed an order for the garrison. So all in all, I believe our latest endeavor was a brilliant success. As always, we shall be on the lookout for new areas of opportunity, so I hope we can count on you to serve as our charming emissary again. In fact, I believe Mistress Tataru will insist upon it. Until next time... Really? I want to go check that out. What can we purchase from Dude? What kind of paintings can we get from this dude? I'm curious. I'm curious. I'm curious! Well, I'm Featherhoof, but Featherhoof is curious. Where are you? There you are. Oh, he's even got a thing under his name now. And there's an icon up there. Hi, he's painting Zataru. Beyond Gloam's... A commissioned portrait of Vishtola. Thancred. Urianger, Tataru. Alphino, Alisei, Kryl, and Graha. Yeah, I'm getting Graha. Thank you. Let's see. Well, we are at the end of the live stream anyway, so let's go back to my apartment. See if we can't find a place for a Grahatia portrait. Wait. Oh, that's right. I was gonna say, is that fireworks still going on? But that's right. It is still the Moonfire Fair going on. Where did I put it? I don't even have my... Did I take my Hosherfont one down? I didn't take my Hosherfont one down. Huh. Let's see how big it is. That'll help me figure it out. Whoa! You're huge. Okay. Goddamn. Herbiderp. I can't put it up there. Fuck me, it's huge. I don't really have a place for it in my apartment as is. I'd actually have to rearrange my apartment to figure this out, to find a place for it. Fuck. Okay. Or. There we go. I like it. Now, would I have a place for all the Scions? No. Not in this little apartment. But I'll take it. Graha, you watch over all my musications. There we go. Alrighty, well, we're at the end of a live stream, y'all. I gotta take off. Oh no, I don't want no house in this game, Ellie. Houses have this weird thing. I mean, I know they took it, they suspended it for a while, but I'm pretty sure they put it back. Where it's like, if you don't use your house, if you're lucky enough to get a fucking house, if you don't use it within 45 days, it gets destroyed and the plot reopens for someone else to buy. Apartments, not so much. If I decided to take a year off from the game, my apartment would still be here when I got back. So, yeah, that's why I don't have a house. That's why I never bothered with one. So, being at the end of a stream, let's go ahead and, before we talk about what's coming up for the rest of the week, let's talk about what we talk about at the end of every live stream. Plug time. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages, and everything in between, if you enjoyed what you saw here today, then please consider stopping over at my Patreon, patreon.com/featherhoof_gaming, where for just a couple bucks a month, not only can you help support the channel, help it grow, help me get better equipment for the studio and whatnot, but you get something back in return, from exclusive access to a Discord chat, early access to videos, exclusive Patreon-only unedited versions of all my videos, being a voice of multiplayer Saturdays, you know, stuff like that. But if none of that entices you, you could, of course, instead subscribe to the channel right here on Twitch, which will give you the ability to kill ads, because let's face it, who doesn't love killing ads? And it gives you access to the emoticons being spammed by, let's see, hold on. Who was spamming before they left? Hold on. There are people who spammed it before they left. Where was it? By Liz, and by Tyro, and by Ellie, and by Liz, and by Liza, and by Ellie. Also remember, if you're an Amazon Prime and Prime Gaming subscriber, you subscribe to one channel every 30 days for free, so why not make it this one? Costs you nothing extra, kicks a little bit back to the channel, and you still get access to the emoticons, so win-win. And I will be adding more here in the near future, by the way. Especially if you like hearts. But if you have absolutely no money to spend, I understand. Money can be tight, I get that. But you can still support the channel for free. Absolutely nothing. First off, by sharing it. Letting people know the channel is here, let them know what we do, you know, help grow the community. Because the bigger the community, the more we can do with more people. And feedback. Feedback and constructive criticism helps out immensely. Keeps the channel growing, keeps it moving forward. More importantly, keeps it from moving backwards. And you can do so when this episode shows up on YouTube later, or in the comments section below. Let me know. Let me know what you liked, what you didn't like, things you'd like to see more of, less of, or just other games you'd like to see played on the channel. And that is my shtick. That's my spiel. Thank you so much for being here, hanging out with me today. Truly appreciate it. We'll be back tomorrow with at least one more night of Final Fantasy XIV patch 6.2, and because we only have one thing left to do, and that's the Island Sanctuary. I can't wait. That's what it's like. I had to get all the story stuff out of the way first, so we can have a nice, relaxing time building an Island Sanctuary. Yes. I can't wait. But that'll be tomorrow. Friday's kind of up in the air. We might do more Final Fantasy XIV if there's more Island Sanctuary stuff to show off. And if not, we'll be doing a day of Xenoblade Chronicles 3. Or maybe even Monster Hunter. Because I never did get to do those, the new stuff in Monster Hunter. The stuff that was added in the latest patch, the 4 new monsters. So we might do that. I don't know. We'll see. I still haven't decided. But Saturday is going to be, like I said, Saturday I want it to be an open game that a lot of people can all enjoy together. And that's where we're going to be doing Gmod. Gmod, Prop Hunt, and Moida. We'll be doing that for multiplayer Saturday. So I hope you'll join me. I hope you'll be back. In the meantime, once again, thank you for being here. Thank you for hanging out with me. Thank you for everybody who's continuing to support the channel. I truly do appreciate it. Patron and subscriber alike. Thank you so much for everything. Y'all take care. Have yourselves a fantastic morning, afternoon, evening, or sleep, whichever one you're heading towards. And I will see you all next time.